Hey everybody, Isaac here. Tell you today about the Topps Operator 7 Blackout Edition. Now, I've shown this knife in some videos in the past, but never really a true blue knife review where we actually cut a good amount of stuff outside with this knife. So we're going to see a little bit about that here today. So anyway, this is the knife, well, in the sheath, obviously. Kydex sheath here, a metal belt clip. We've got a black G10 handle with orange micarta spacers. Okay, pull it out. Got double quillion, I guess, cross guard there. Neat contours in the handle, lanyard holes at the back, full tang, obviously. Blackout edition, made in the USA out of 1075 high carbon steel. Nice recurve on the blade there. You can see there is a nice thin fuller. 0.3 inches thick at the spine. That is one thick mother there. Blade is 7 inches, so about the same length as the famous K-Bar USMC knife. The blade weighs in at 18.9 ounces. It's a heavy one, but 7 inches long and 0.3 inches thick. It's bound to get heavy. With the sheath, 24.5 inches. So it's heavy. Maybe not the ideal knife to carry on a cross-country trek, or if you're doing a through hike on the Appalachian Trail. Maybe not the best choice. It's a little heavy. You know, maybe you don't like heavy, but you know, for clowning around with, why not? If you want to carry this to war, might be a little heavy. You know, there's lighter options. You know, I mentioned the K-Bar earlier. This is 18.9 ounces. K-Bar is 11.2. So save yourself some weight, but you know, you don't get that thickness, and you don't get that thick full tang. See how thick that is in the handle there? It's mighty thick. Now, let's do some cutting. Just a little stick here. Oh, obviously, you have this choil here as well. I'm not a huge fan of finger choils to choke up like that. I'd rather have the extra sharpened edge. Let me tilt this down a little so you can actually see here. A little whack. It leaves that groove right there. But anyway, there. You can spice some sticks with it. Would definitely be a fun knife to take camping for sure. This knife can definitely do it all around a campsite. You just might not want to carry it on a 10-mile hike. Plus, you got to make sure you have a nice sturdy belt to carry this thick thing. You know? But, you know, you can make all of your punji sticks and stuff to keep marauders out of your campsite. Oh, Joe X, he stabbed this knife a bunch of times through the roof of a car, and he broke the tip. And also whacked the heck out of the spine on a, I don't know, some sort of rock or cement block or something. And he broke this. Broke the tip off first, and then the knife eventually snapped in half. And some folks are saying that this knife isn't really a viable survival option because of that, and I think it's just nonsense. First of all, he stabbed this knife through the roof of that car 50 times. And if you're in a survival situation, like trapped in a vehicle yourself, or you're trying to extract someone from a vehicle, you're not going to stab this knife repeatedly into a car 50 times. You're going to do it maybe a handful at most, and you're going to slice. That edge will take it. From what I recall from that video, that edge didn't take a ton of damage. It was the tip that broke off, and you know, like any knife, it's not 0.3 inches thick all the way at the tip. It narrows down, and you know, I think it could take that stress of doing an extraction from a vehicle, just not stabbing it at the tip 50 times. I think this knife could cut through the roof of a car and potentially rescue someone. Now, you might have to stab and like beat on the metal with the back of the knife. Tops knives are usually designed for the spine to take a bit of a beating. They usually do what's called a differential heat treat on these, where they leave the spine a bit on the softer side and really just do the full heat treat and tempering on the edge for that edge retention. So, you know, right now we got this down limb here that I've been leaning on, that I'm just going to do some chopping. This is pretty thick here. Let's see if we can get through this. So, look at that chunk. It's coming out. Look at those chunks down there. We're chopping. We're chopping. No chips. Here's what it looks like from my side. So, I mean, this is thick. This is, you know, 3.5, 4 inches thick. We're just hacking away. So I've been hacking away at this thing, mostly right in this recurve portion, but haven't gotten the tip too much. You know, up here at the tip, we're still hair shaven sharp. Down here, you know what? We've still got some hair coming off, guys. We're still sharp. That edge is holding up. A groove here that we've chopped. It's pretty good for a knife, guys. This isn't no axe or chainsaw. All right, so you saw me chopping away there. No edge damage on this Tops Operator 7. If you like big knives that you cannot lie, like me, I'm going to tell you the truth that Tops Operator 7 is certainly a viable option for a survival knife, camp knife. You ain't breaking this thing unless you're doing some crazy crap, like stabbing a car 50 times and doing the same thing with the back of the knife, whapping against a rock like Joe X did, which he does torture tests on knives. That's his thing. He can do whatever he wants. It's his knife. Doing those types of tests aren't for me, because I like my knives. I respect my knives and my wallet. So I'm not going around breaking crap for fun when I may end up needing this knife in a bad situation. So the little Honda over there, you could cut through the roof of that. I think so. And you're going to be able to extract somebody who's, you know, on their side on the highway or something, and save a life. Even if the tip does break off, you can still use this knife. You're already stabbed through the roof of the car and can cut through with the edge. You're going to have to saw with it and stuff. It's not going to be like slicing a piece of chicken or whatever, but you can get it done. Tops Operator 7, everybody. You can get one. Take it easy. Have a great day.